Have you ever wondered how India, once known mainly for outsourcing and cheap labor, suddenly became one of the most powerful startup nations in the world? Just a few decades ago, the word startup barely existed in our daily conversations. Parents wanted their children to become doctors, engineers, or government employees, not risk-taking entrepreneurs. Yet today, India is the third largest startup ecosystem on the planet, just behind the United States and China. From small chai stalls in Tier 2 cities to billion-dollar tech companies in Bengaluru, this is the story of India's startup revolution, a journey where Jugaad turned into innovation and dreamers became founders. Before the word entrepreneurship became trendy, India already had a secret ingredient: Jugaad. Jugaad means finding a smart, clever way when no obvious solution exists. For decades, Indians have been solving problems creatively, often with limited resources. A milkman attaching a scooter motor to a pump, a shopkeeper using WhatsApp as his marketing tool, or a villager fixing a fan using bicycle parts, that spirit of doing more with less was always within us. But until the early 2000s, the country lacked the digital infrastructure, funding, and exposure needed to turn that creativity into global businesses. The first sparks appeared in the late 1990s and early 2000s with pioneers like Naukri.com and MakeMyTrip. These early companies operated in a time when the internet was slow, funding was scarce, and few believed Indians could build scalable tech platforms. They laid the groundwork for what would become a massive movement. The real turning point came with the Digital India revolution. Affordable internet, cheaper smartphones, and the government's push for a connected economy changed everything. In 2016, Reliance Jio dramatically reduced data prices, making India one of the cheapest countries in the world for mobile data. Suddenly, 1 gigabyte of data cost less than a cup of chai, and millions of people came online for the first time. The same year, the Unified Payments Interface, or UPI, made it possible for anyone to transfer money instantly from a mobile phone. By 2024, UPI was processing over 12 billion transactions every month. That single innovation turned every smartphone into a mini bank and gave rise to thousands of new businesses. For the first time, a fruit seller, a cab driver, or a college student could send or receive money instantly without cash. It was a revolution not just in technology but in trust. This digital foundation opened the floodgates for innovation across every sector: food delivery, finance, healthcare, education, and logistics. Suddenly, anyone with a good idea and determination could reach millions of users. The results were astonishing. In 2015, India had barely 500 recognized startups. Less than a decade later, that number crossed 125,000, spread across more than 650 districts. India officially became the third largest startup hub in the world, home to over 110 unicorns, each valued at more than $1 billion. Companies like Zomato redefined how India eats, BYJU'S transformed learning, Razorpay made online payments effortless, Oyo reshaped travel and hospitality, Zerodha changed how young Indians invest, and Zepto promised to deliver groceries faster than you could finish your tea. What's truly fascinating is that most of these founders started small, often in a one-bedroom apartment with borrowed laptops and second-hand furniture. What fueled them was not luxury but hunger, the hunger to build, to solve, and to prove that Indian ideas can conquer global markets. The driving force behind this revolution is India's youth. With a median age of just 28, we are one of the youngest countries in the world. According to a NASSCOM report, almost 45% of Indian startup founders are below 30. A generation that once chased job security now dreams of creating jobs. From Bengaluru's co-working spaces to hostel rooms in Patna, from cafes in Kochi to garages in Jaipur, young Indians are building products that reach the world. And it's not just the big cities anymore. The new wave of startups is rising from the heartland, from Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns like Indore, Surat, Bhubaneswar, and Kochi. These founders are solving local problems with global potential. In agriculture, new apps are helping farmers sell their crops directly to buyers without middlemen. In healthcare, small teams are building low-cost diagnostic tools for rural areas. In education, digital learning platforms are giving small-town students access to quality content once available only in metros. By 2023, more than half of India's new startups came from smaller cities, proof that innovation is no longer limited by geography. Of course, the journey is not without struggle. Nearly 90% of startups fail within the first 5 years. Many run out of funds or struggle to find a sustainable business model. But that's the beauty of this ecosystem. Every failure adds experience, resilience, and lessons for the next generation. Today, India has over 1,000 active venture capital firms and hundreds of government-supported incubators helping startups grow. Funding may fluctuate, but the mindset shift is permanent. India has moved from "can we do it?" to "we will do it." So what lies ahead? Experts predict that by 2030, India could have over 250 unicorns and generate 50 million new jobs through startups. We are moving toward an era where India will no longer be seen as just the back office of the world, but as the idea factory of the world. From electric vehicles to artificial intelligence, from space technology to biotechnology, Indian entrepreneurs are building solutions that matter not only to our people but to humanity as a whole. This new generation of founders is driven not just by profit but by purpose. They want to solve problems of access, inequality, sustainability, and opportunity. That's what makes this revolution different. It's not about getting rich, it's about making an impact. When you look at this journey, from a country of Jugaad to a nation of unicorns, you realize that India's startup story is not just an economic transformation. It's an emotional one. It's a story of belief that anyone, anywhere, with courage and an idea, can build something extraordinary. So the next time you hear about a young founder launching an app from a college hostel or a woman in a small town building a tech platform from her kitchen, remember, this is New India. This is the India that no longer waits for opportunities but creates them. From Jugaad to innovation, from struggle to success, and from ideas to impact, this is the India startup revolution, and it's only just beginning. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Let's Talk India, where we explore the stories that define India's pride, progress, and power. Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep dreaming for a stronger, smarter, and unstoppable India.